for a motion that we approve Rodney Blockett as the treasurer for the CDC board.
I'll second.
Okay. Any questions? Discussion? Okay, let's go quick before Rodney changes his mind. Okay, all in favor with your right hand, please. And it's unanimous. Thank you.
Folks, for what you're doing for our community. It's a time in Van Alstyne's evolution that we're changing dramatically, and as we've talked about, the time that you folks are going to be very, very engaged in who we are as a community. So I do appreciate the time that you give. Secondly, I think I want to congratulate Rodney for being the treasurer. I don't know if you won or lost.
First I've heard about it tonight. Thank you so much.
I'm grateful. I am in the market for a chief financial officer. If you know somebody that is a CPA or has a master's degree in accounting, I'm paying very competitive wages to compete with a lot of the larger cities. I'm willing to do a 4-day work week. I'm trying to be very creative in finding a high quality chief financial officer. Crystal will be filming a piece that we can put out on Facebook. I talked to my wife at dinner, my poor wife, about posting it on the Moving from California page. Those kinds of things to find people relocating to their area, because we're in a very competitive area for those kinds of positions. I'm asking for 50% participation in the installation of 2 crosswalks across Jefferson. One would be at Main Street right here, and the other would be at the next block down at Preston. Both have caution flashing lights before you get to the crosswalk. So vehicular traffic will see yellow flashing lights and a caution sign with pedestrian crossing ahead before they reach those crosswalks. Bring to your attention is Forest Moore Park. We're looking at the possibility of repaving that parking lot. A couple of the potholes are good fishing spots after a good rainy session. We want to fill all the potholes, fix the entrance and exit to that parking lot, put a 2-inch asphalt cap on top of it, and restripe the whole thing, so make it look new. That's $160,000 buy. Your participation in that would be appreciated. We've issued 144 new home building permits in the last 90 days compared to 11 permits in the same period from the previous year. We have 840 lots under development or ready for development in Van Alstyne's city limits right now, which is a big number, and of those 144 have gone already. So we're seeing very aggressive growth in Van Alstyne despite higher interest rates.
With the consulting effort that the CDC has engaged DADCO to help with, I know you've been a big supporter of that, and you've attended all the meetings, you've been very active and participated in it. Your staff has been very, very much accessible and helping with that. So our board, we want to thank you for the support for that.
Make a motion to approve the 5,000 towards the bills this year.
Okay.
Second.
All right, all in favor? And it's so carried. All right.
Set to go for this Saturday, January the 13th from 9 to 12 p.m. We are going to be at Grayson's College. We have their largest lecture hall ready to go. The DACO staff will be there. The mayor of Van Alstyne. I'm hoping David will be there to do introductions, and possibly the city manager, Mr. Jones, will be there too. And then they'll turn it over to the DACO group to start getting input about the community and the community's future. I want to say Crystal has been very active in promoting the event, and we've done it on Facebook and YouTube, and she's putting the word out. Additionally, we have put the word out as far as people's water bills, some direct mailings to about 400 businesses, some personal invitations. So about any way you possibly can, we put the word out here about the DATCO meeting. Shopping center, a developer, broker, event. There's actually one here regionally called ICSC Red River. It's January the 31st to the 2nd. The main day is probably going to be February the 1st. I plan to attend on behalf of the CDC. This is my opportunity to kind of showcase our community, reach out to brokers and developers, retailers and people that are in that development business, so-called. And Van Alstyne has all this growth residentially, but the commercial side is something that I'm excited about. And rooftops generate, shopping. And so this is my chance to kind of showcase our community. Additionally, our city manager, Mr. Jones, will be attending too. So we're going to make appointments, and I just want to let the board know that we're looking at all facets of retail and commerce for the community here. And
I did have a chance to visit with our CPA, Mr.
Peacock.
Peacock today, got to meet him. Has agreed that probably the next meeting he'll come visit with us.
In a spot where trucks have dug it out so much so that it's become a hazard and I think a liability for us. We need to look at options to possibly fill that in, and I'd like to get Mr. McManus to at least do some initial analysis and some cost estimates to fill our end cap. I have photos if you want to see, but the bottom line is that the trucks coming in there are digging out a huge place, and it's something that we need to get at least look at getting here fixed long term.
If there's no objection from board members, I think we give Mr. Richard the directive to work with McManus and Johnson in getting a quote for repairing the entrance and making adjustments to the entrance and the signage that would best suit the park.
Okay, thank you.
Any questions or concerns about that? Okay.
As I discussed earlier, we're seeing a lot of activities. On the commercial side, I'm seeing some interest from what we're seeing down the road with Texas Instruments, and also businesses that are when they get set up and this land is expensive to the south, they're looking here in our community. I think once the DATCO project is complete, it kind of gives us a SWOT analysis, and we look at our business parks. That's going to help me kind of align with what we have, with what our future might be, and then also look at other areas, because it is kind of a real estate question in a way, because people come, they say, where can I build and where can I put my business? And so we want to define all those things. But I am seeing a very strong amount of activity in my office.
You're seeing, when you say strong activity, with retail, more with retail or more industrial?
Really kind of across the gamut. And for the EDC, I'm seeing inquiries as far as office tech space, that, they don't want to, we're kind of a city between two markets. We're between Sherman and North Dallas. And so you're starting to see companies that say, hey, if I can be here, I can cover this area and that area. The other thing I'm seeing though too is that companies that want to do, that are aligned with the technology industry, or just are kind of moving to the area because they've sold and they need to have a larger operation, those kinds of fun. Obviously the retail is coming too, and I cover that with more ICSC, and with our residential growth, that's going to come also.